They are cold to the touch. They wield rapiers. They are also wealthy and know how to kick ass. I am talking about the newest death battle that just came out on YouTube today. Hello again, Peter Happy, with another death battle reaction. No picture-in-picture as always. Maybe someone is going to give me some advice, give me some of that idea of getting a picture-in-picture somewhere where I can put it down here. But anyway, it's time for a sword battle. It is Weiss Schnee of RWBY taking on Mitsuru Kirijo of Persona 3. And being part German, I understand the word. But that's beside the point. So this is a battle between the Huntress. Well, it is also a battle of affluent teenagers. Affluent 17-year-old teenagers. And, well, believe it or not, I've actually written a story with Weiss in mind about almost a year ago. I'm not recommending anyone check it out, but I'm just saying for context. So now this is between the Huntress and the Persona user. And not to mention that these two are also playable in Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle for the Switch. And other platforms, but the Switch, because I have it. So now it becomes this. Which sword do I think is sharper? Which abilities do I think is colder? Basically, who wins the death battle? Now, knowing these two, since I played both Persona 3, watched RWBY, and played Cross Tag Battle, I'm a little fixated to say that it's going to go to Mitsuru. That Persona use might come in handy in this death battle, and who knows? That Persona is stronger than you would think. And not to mention that she's also armed with the Invoker, which is basically like a handgun where you can put to the head, shoot, and your Persona comes out. It's not like normally where you grab a gun and all of a sudden... Anyway, so I'm going to say this right now, is that Mitsuru takes this one. So let's see this death battle.
They're as cold as ice. They're willing to sacrifice.
Today we're pitting together two queens of ice born into powerful, if troubled, families.
Weiss Schnee, heiress to the Schnee Dust Company and member of the Huntress Team RWBY.
And Mitsuru Kirijo, heiress to the Kirijo group and member of the Persona-wielding Seas.
He's Wiz and I'm...
I see what you're going with.
It's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
It's 3D today!
The world of Remnant is known for many things. The vicious creatures called Grimm, the hunters and huntresses committed to fighting them, and the Schnee family.
Yeah, they're kind of like royalty, and their princess is Weiss Schnee. As the heiress to the family company, she grew up in a pretty cold home. Pun intended.
The Schnee family expected a lot.
Inspired by Snow White.
It was considered essential
left-handed
to live
too.
up to their highly influential name.
Too bad for them, she had her own plans.
Rejecting her father's wishes to remain at home, Weiss left to attend Beacon Academy and train to become a huntress, literally putting the W in Team RWBY. Within just a year, Weiss established her own name for herself.
Not to mention her partner's Ruby Rose.
And doing so with her trusty
the leader who's also 2 years younger.
And that's McHugh. Merc Nasty here is a multi-action rapier with a 3-foot-long blade.
Ice, fire, wind, hard light,
gun.
lightning,
Instead of a
and
plain
gravity.
old crossguard, it's got a 6-slot revolver-style chamber that Weiss fills with bullets colored like the rainbow.
Well, they're not exactly bullets.
No.
They are vials of dust, which she can fire to enhance her weapon and skills.
If you ever watched the first episode, you would know about the dust. I've watched it several times, so I should know.
Wait. They sell dust? I got a ton of that shit covering the bookshelf in my trailer. I can sell it and finally have enough money to buy a second bookshelf. Just farm, here I come.
No, not that kind of dust.
No.
In the world of Remnant, dust is an energy source, often used to fuel vehicles, androids, and weapons. Wait, you have books?
When did I say anything about books?
Well, long story short,
Probably a weapon
four
shelf
main
instead.
types of dust: air, lightning, fire, and water.
And Weiss likes to mix water and air together for her favorite, ice dust.
And that is why they call you the Ice Queen.
She can also attack
Oh,
launch
yay!
a windstorm, block attacks with barriers, and many, many other techniques.
That's
Needless
it.
to say, Myrtanaster is a surprisingly versatile weapon.
She also uses dust to boost her semblance, which is basically her X-Men superpower. Weiss gets hers from her family line and can do a bunch of stuff with it.
She can make glyphs on surfaces or in the air, each with a different color denoting its ability. Black glyphs hold things in place, while
Gravity.
white ones propel things forward. Also, by infusing glyphs with dust, she can manipulate their effects. For example, a touch of lightning dust lets her dilate time, dramatically increasing her speed.
Or even better, she can use the glyphs to summon monsters to aid her in battle.
She's a
Beastmasters,
summoner!
like this crazy boar, a giant killer wasp, and the Armagigas.
Which literally translates to giant armor in Latin, so fitting.
Damn,
Yeah.
just imagine how great her family could be if they all didn't hate each other. Unlimited dust, giant bodyguards you could summon anytime, and they'd never be stuck with warm beer.
Unfortunately, the Schnee family does
Well,
suffer from some
keep in mind
rocky
she's only
relationships,
17,
with
so.
the exception of Weiss and her older sister, Winter.
Wait, go back. Is her dad Colonel Sanders?
I guess there's a certain resemblance.
CKF Schnee? No wonder they're so rich.
No!
Where'd you get that chicken?
What? You don't carry pocket chicken?
No!
Back on top,
Why?
Weiss has a very powerful and versatile ability, and like most semblances, it's powered by her aura.
Which is like an invisible shield around her body. She's basically unkillable
Right.
while it's up.
Though
Myra
the aura
wounds too.
itself isn't indestructible, it can be depleted after taking a lot of damage and needs time to restore itself. Without it, she cannot use her semblance, and she's much more vulnerable.
But that aura is pretty friggin' tough. It was just enough to take a full-on hit from a geyser of lava.
Lava can reach temperatures up to
Wow.
1200 degrees Celsius, enough to melt iron. And during a food fight of all things, she was thrown into a pillar so hard it was obliterated.
Hey, Wiz, I've been in a few food fights in my time, and that shit gets intense. And that one's tame by comparison.
Oh boy.
Best of all, with the combination
You're lucky,
of ice and
boomstick.
her aura, she survived riding atop a speeding train crashing through concrete. By measuring the diameter of the resulting hole and applying the values of fragmentation, this means Weiss survived an impact equal to over 7 tons of TNT.
Oof,
But
7
it's not
tons.
just Weiss that's tough. Her
So-
glyphs are strong enough to catapult the Armagigas. And with her ice powers, she's knocked around a giant mech built for fighting Godzilla-sized Grim.
Compared to the height of her teammate nearby.
Yeah, I don't know about
she needed
Godzilla
over
size. That's not
2,000
Godzilla size,
metric
but,
tons of ice. Obviously, that much ice doesn't fit into 2 vials of dust. She's likely using the ocean as a base to exert fusion energy and vaporization energy on the nitrogen in the air, thereby freezing it like
Fair.
so. At most, this would require over 900 billion joules of energy, equivalent to detonating around 230
Nearly
tons
a
of
trillion?
TNT.
Wow.
Wow! No wonder she could push that big old robot around. Plus, Weiss can also move super quick, dodging missiles and even hitting bullets out of the air.
Wow.
And with time dilation, she can stay nearly untouchable while taking out her opponents in the blink of an eye.
Like that old saying, float like an inner tube on a lazy river and sting like you're pee in the morning.
Please
What?
go to a doctor.
Yes,
Throughout her
please.
journey, Weiss has overcome all sorts of dangers, but her most difficult task may have been the moment her father cut her out of the family, leaving her financially broke and dismissed from her birthright.
Ah, boo-hoo, no more allowance. Still, she's powered through and made a name for herself as a huntress. With the RWBY team at her back, I think she's found the family she truly belongs to.
Hey, I could give her a family myself, but I'm not sure fanfiction writers. But then again, I did write her, so it's pretty good.
In the early 2000s, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone in Japan who didn't know of the Kirijo Group, a global conglomerate involved in nearly every aspect of daily life. And the heiress to this impressive company was a young girl named Mitsuru Kirijo.
But unknown to her, the
She doesn't
family
look young.
was into some pretty sketchy stuff. Her grandpa started experimenting with some sort of mental world called the Mind Place.
or more officially, the collective unconscious, a realm connected to every living being's subconscious mind. And within the collective
So it's like
unconscious
you're
dwells shadows,
like delving
fragments
into
of
your
human psyche,
inner
which often
subconscious.
appear as malevolent monsters.
They're basically demons.
Kind of. However, there's another sort more directly integrated with the minds of individual people, effectively becoming their shadow selves.
So some of them are demons who want to kill you, and some of them are demons who are part of your brain?
Close enough.
Well, Gramps tried to get the shadow
He's getting better.
himself, but as anyone who's tried to summon demons will tell you, don't do that. Trust me, it never works out.
No.
And when it does, it doesn't.
Chaos Incarnate erupted. The resulting explosion from his experiment released the shadows into reality to prey on an unsuspecting populace, and unveiled the Tartarus, a citadel between worlds. The Earth was drastically changed with a new dark hour, an extra hour of time occurring at midnight.
Most folks didn't notice, though. The world basically freezes.
Talk about getting an extra hour of
dark
sleep.
hour.
What is that? What is that?
So
Daily
we
savings
gotta
time?
pick up a new 25-hour clock, because when the hour runs up, everything continues like nothing happened. It's like getting an extra hour of secret sleep.
But some people are able to operate during this hour, including Mitsuru, which she decided to take full advantage of.
Yeah, she felt pretty guilty about her family basically ruining everything and sending hundreds of murder monsters into the world.
So she's redeeming
swore
the
to
family
fix
name.
Pappy's mess.
And while she's
One
skilled with a rapier,
has
thanks to her
dismissed
time
the
in
name,
fencing
the other has
camp,
redeemed.
A single sword would
Redeemed.
never be enough to combat the hordes of shadows. Luckily, her first experience with the Dark Hour helped her out in this regard.
That's one way to put it. She and her dad were almost murdered by spooky shadows.
But this event also led to an awakening. With the threat of death itself mere seconds away, Mitsuru dug deep within and found a new weapon, her shadow self.
And that's how she became a person user.
No,
Persona.
soda user.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you
Thanks to
said
this fateful night,
you said
Mitsuru
person,
summoned a
not persona.
manifestation of her personality known as a persona. This was Penthesilea, who would eventually evolve into her ultimate form, Artemisia.
Artie is the best non-imaginary friend you could ask for.
It's like-
She's got all sorts
I almost
of
want to say
powerful
Artemis,
spells.
but no.
She can heal Mitsuru's wounds. She can drain someone's energy and add it to Mitsuru's own. And she can blow people up with Mega Deal it's a big purple kaboom that ignores special defenses. Anyway.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
She's got a kinky ice whip.
While Artemisia cannot really be killed,
I don't know
she
if that's
does
a
have
whip.
her limits. When a persona is overtaxed or takes too much damage, it becomes broken and unusable for a short time.
And since Artemis
So,
is
like what?
part of Mitsuru's mind, when
few
the
minutes?
persona gets hurt, so does she.
But this connection also grants Mitsuru her own set of special powers. She's physically superior to most others. She can also sense the locations of people and layouts of buildings through analytical clairvoyance. She's also immune to ice and the cold, so I'm not really sure why she needs a giant fur coat.
Everyone needs a good fur coat, Wiz.
I mean, it's stylish. Let's go with that.
Yes, it is a pretty nice coat. Anyway, Mitsuru wasn't going into battle alone. She gathered a team of Persona users to form the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad,
So that's-
or SEAS, which is much easier to say. The
Yes.
team set out to explore Tartarus, combat the shadows, and put an end to the Dark Hour, while also scoring some extra credit, because it was technically an after-school club.
Japanese schools are way more hardcore than ours.
And with a team at her Mitsuru needed
I
to
can't argue, and
reliably
it's getting
summon
worse
personas
thanks
with,
to
and
Bessie
so
the Boss,
came
but
the Evoker, which might be a little disturbing to some people, so fair warning.
Yeah, it looks just like a gun, and that's kind of the point. The idea is
Right.
to use the gun to create an extremely traumatic experience, similar to how Mitsuru first evoked her own persona.
Specifically, this is accomplished by aiming the thing at your face and pulling the trigger.
Yeah, that's definitely not how guns are supposed to work.
no.
Questionable concepts aside, Mitsuru and her
And he should know. He
absolute
operates
terror
with
on
all
the
sorts of
battlefield.
firearms.
Oh, God! Did she just cut off that thing's dick?
Yes, she did, Boomstick.
Oh.
It's a goddamn cannon.
Oh, the horror.
Vasectomy!
Cannon did.
Mitsuru is quick enough to dodge gunfire. Heck, another Persona user is even fast enough to outrun a bullet fired by a Magnum.
Those usually have a muzzle velocity of over 360 meters per second.
And Personas
That's not
can
even
be
right.
faster. Neotos could react to and catch an arrow in milliseconds, and Mitsuru
Yep.
has defeated her in battle.
But hey, how about that time Mitsuru and her whole team survived an explosion that totally
I don't know.
wrecked this whole bridge? Now, in my humble opinion, using my very own handcrafted music,
Say it word that. Better than
this
say.
glass ball somewhere in the range of of, oh shit, we're dead.
Interesting, but let's use some real science now.
Please.
This is real science. Tested explosions and their real effects on real...
I know. I think the shit we're dead and better than sex should be flipped.
But that's... Wait, real people? Boomstick? Where are the interns?
Jocelyn!
Hey, look,
Please, Jocelyn!
You want it?
Jocelyn!
Ooh, thank you. You're so soft.
So are the interns. But hey, wait a minute.
No! Not Jocelyn! Please, not Jocelyn!
Mitsuru helped freeze up this giant, creepy puppet monster.
Well, again, taking nitrogen into account as it comprises 70% of air's makeup, we can apply its required fusion energy and vaporization energy. To find this feat would need an energy output equal to 60 kilotons of TNT.
Okay,
This
that's...
can't all be attributed to Mitsuru.
That's
as
not
she did have
exactly
help.
impressive.
Still a hell of a lot of ice.
So that's gonna go to Weiss.
Artemisia sure make a powerful pair.
And even after successfully ending the Dark Hour and redeeming her family name, Mitsuru continued battling for people everywhere, one shadow at a time.
This appears to be just the beginning.
I was wrong. Comparing both these sides, this I was gonna go with Mitsuru for this one, but now after I've seen heard the analysis, switch it over. It's now going to go to Weiss. Weiss is faster. Weiss has stronger abilities. The ice thing it might not. The ice thing might affect Weiss, not Mitsuru, but Weiss has other methods, including time. So that would go to that would definitely go in the favor of that would go in favor of Mitsuru. However, Weiss is more adapted and can come up with new ways of combat. I also want to extend I don't want to say a farewell to someone, but Riz Grestar. I've seen your videos. I've seen your reactions. I hate to see you dismiss yourself from it, from Death Battle reactions. So hopefully you understand where I'm coming from. But I mean, I enjoyed listening to you. That's what I'm going to say right then and there. I enjoyed listening to you, Rez. But now it's time for a Death Battle, and I'm going with Weiss. Whoa, we already got started with the battle?
Such good form. You fight with a sense of ease. Thank you, but flattery will get you nowhere. Fighting me with ice, ironic, and a waste of time. Artemisia!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Weiss is in trouble. No, there. There's fire. Oh, and Mitsuru took damage.
Can't touch me, Ice Queen. So that's what it's like.
Now she figures it out. Oh, this is gonna be a quick battle if this is... Uh-oh. Oof. Right to the face. The control of gravity. She feels like she's in control of it, but you never know. Uh-oh. Armagigas. Let's see how that deals with Artemisia. That was brilliant! You gotta remember.
As annoying as this was, I have to admit, you fought valiantly. But now, you'll fall by my own hand!
I can do this on my own.
Artemisia!
Ooh, that looked... Uh-oh. Looks like the aura might be...
How strong are you? Strong enough.
Oh, no. That's it. No, Weiss lost. What went wrong?
KO! Well, Wiz, I'm glad we got these coats, because that was cool.
Weiss was incredibly skilled.
Damn it,
Her skills
Boomstick!
certainly proved a challenge for Mitsuru, and she held a decent advantage in speed thanks to time dilation. Though to be fair, Mitsuru's analytical clairvoyance meant it would have been pretty difficult for Weiss to get the jump on her. Plus, Naota's persona had to move around Mach 7 to catch that arrow in such a short amount of time, so Artemisia must be capable of similar speeds.
Yeah, but slowing down time seems like an instant win move, doesn't it?
In some ways, yes, but we look for who can win the most matches overall, not just a couple times out of 1,000 possibilities
Okay.
for one good move.
Yeah, even though Weiss had plenty of attack options, Mitsuru's defenses were just too strong. Like how she completely canceled Weiss's ice attacks.
This presented
Right.
a unique problem for Weiss, who has always been fairly reliant on ice techniques. She was forced to use dust, which she has less experience with.
Plus, Weiss and her summons have never dealt damage anywhere close to that "oh shit, we're dead" explosion that Mitsuru survived. By taking
You
the
still using it?
diameter of the blast here and comparing it to real-life nukes, then considering how far Mitsuru was from the center of it, she took a hit worth over 21 tons of TNT. Definitely higher than Weiss's 7-ton train feat.
Ah,
Frankly, Mitsuru's survivability and power output outclassed Weiss. Even if we cut her major ice feat in half since she was aided by Yukari, Mitsuru still output 130 times more energy than Weiss when she attacked that mech.
ah.
Numbers aren't everything, right?
Okay, I mistaken that one. I thought that
For
was...
instance, Weiss's arsenal was limited by her aura and dust supply, while Mitsuru had no such constraint on her own powers.
It takes a long time to restore aura, and remember, when a persona gets broken, it can just come back a few seconds later.
Which was extremely useful, as Artemisia could heal Mitsuru at any time, undoing whatever progress Weiss had made.
Ah.
Oh man, what an ice-cold move!
While Weiss's speed and versatility...
Well, they actually do look good, but,
Mitsuru's greater defense, raw
Peter might have
power,
an
and
issue
more
with this.
reliable arsenal proved too much for the Huntress.
She had no chance.
The winner is Mitsuru Kirijo.
Damn it, Boomstick! Alright, who do we got
Hey,
3
thanks
weeks?
for watching Death Battle. Don't go away just yet. We're about to announce the next fight.
Josh and Ben.
And if you haven't seen the latest episode of our podcast, the Death Battle Cast, you can click it right there.
Alright, in 3 weeks. Captain Falcon and Johnny Cage? Wait a minute. Captain Falcon from F-Zero and Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat. That's gonna be an interesting battle. So I lost. I went with Mitsuru in the beginning. All of a sudden, I don't know what I saw, but all of a sudden I switched it, and that was a regret that I'm gonna have to live with. I overlooked the stats, but at least now I know that these two are pretty strong. However, I gotta say this: this death battle, I was just ice cold on, since Mitsuru shot it down.